And the dojo is live. Hello, everybody, if you're watching. And if you're watching on the replay, thanks for watching. So I'm continuing Stormchasers, issue 8. Done a few live streams showing showing the artwork to some of the pages. Obviously can't show it all because I want people to buy the book. Go to Unstoppable Comics and buy lots of comics from them because they do great comics. This is page 23, and I'm just in the middle of doing this fourth panel, so I thought I'd finish that one off for today's live stream. So here we go. Once again, I'm accompanied by the fantastic BB Black Dog in the background. So anybody thinking of trying to hit me on some kind of copyright strike? Nah, I know the guys in the band. They're happy for me to use the music, so I get stuffed. But yeah, seriously, they're a great band, and there'll be a link in the description to their YouTube channel, which is great fun. And as I've said before, all their music is different. Everything they do is different. So once again, I'm digging into this whole thicker nib process that I'm into, and it's making a radical difference. Ooh. Somebody's talking to me. It's making a radical difference to my artwork. It's making my artwork bolder. I'm certainly becoming more confident, and I think it's looking more confident. So definitely a good thing. It's a nice feather touch, much like I would get from a brush or a brush pen. It's been a long time since I used a brush. I tend to use brush pens now when I do use them. When I'm doing real world artwork. And that's what I'll be using on Only Death Can Save Us. When I do some of the pages, the splash pages will be available in the crowdfunder, so that people can get original artwork, and they'll be done with a brush pen. I have to go and buy myself some new ones so I can make sure getting that absolutely spot on. Looking forward to that, actually. Should be finished with this issue of Stormchasers probably Monday, I think. Should be when I get to finish, and then I think I might take a day off because it's been quite a heavy few months. But I'm having a look at some of the designs on my bad guys on Satana, for who's the ultimate bad guy, for Only Death Can Save Us, and I've got some more ideas. So I was quite happy with the designs that I put together for all the characters, and I've made some minor design changes for D, and the only reason for that is because I wanted to accentuate one of the world building aspects within him. So rather than him just be black in the neck area and be sort of a void, I've made it a little bit more techy, and there's some hints in the void of possible sort of bioengineering tech stuff. Not a lot. I don't make a lot of it, and it's sort of the idea being that in any technology that is sufficiently advanced would appear to be magical. So he appears to be a magical elemental being, and is referred to as such by Satana in the script. But there's a sort of a sort of a magic stroke technological reason for everything, because it's kind of like the characters have got to live in the real world. They've got to live in they've got to live in the construct that we live in. So that means they kind of have to abide by the rules of the construct. So just a small change there for D, but for Satana, the horde is staying exactly the same. But as I've mentioned in the past, I wanted to have this sort of pantheon of the gods kind of thing, vibe going on, sort of an Asgardian vibe going on. So what I want to do with Satana, and this is going to sound weird after saying that, but what I want to do with Satana is sort of add maybe some samurai Japanese elements to him, only small touches here and there, but it will mean that I'll have to change just a little bit of the way he looks, and possibly, to make it work properly, the structure of his legs, because they're sort of bent back at the moment. They're like a hind leg, so I may make them more human and put them in some kind of baggy clothing. So we'll see how that works out. So I've got some design things, some design elements to change. I've also got some obviously I've got to get on with pencils, so I'll have to change some of the pencils that I've already done. And then also I want to assess the inks that I've done already. So I've done some inks for the 9-page preview, so that the actual content won't change much. I mean, there'll be like minor changes. As it's only a preview, I can kind of get away with that. But I did all the inking in Photoshop, and I'm getting a slightly different line. I feel like I'm really getting some mileage out of Clip Studio. I feel like a bit of a mug actually not picking it up sooner. But I've been working with Photoshop for such a long time in my career that it was just, I just wanted to stick with it. But I'm now fast becoming a Clip Studio only person, especially particularly for inking and penciling. And so because of that, I'm going to need to go back to the inks and play with them just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, and then get on with all the penciling. And so what I'll do is I'll start doing live streams of the penciling for Only Death Can Save Us. And don't know if that works. And then people can see how the book's coming together. That was my concept, is that I wanted to be completely transparent as to how the book comes together, for multiple reasons. One, just to share the process, so that people are hopefully excited about the book. And then on top of that, also to from a crowdfunding perspective, that people are, they see the book coming together, and they trust me. Effectively, they trust that the book will be there for them, and I won't run off with their money, because you see that happen so often, and it's that's not a good thing. It doesn't help comics in general, let alone crowdfunding comics. It's just not a good thing. Not a good look. Okay, just fill some of these in. The bucket tool doesn't always get everything. And then on top of that, sometimes once you've filled it in, it looks a little bit different. So you might want to go over and do a couple of extra bits and pieces. So I'll just see if anybody's off. Save it. Just see if anybody's in. Oh, hi there, Mario. How you doing? Time to drink coffee. Yeah. I've drunk plenty of coffee today. Enjoying writing in the garden. Wakey. Oh, nice. Oh, you're up in Yorkshire. I didn't know that. What a marvellous place. Thanks. Yes, it's getting there. It's getting there, Mario. It's getting there. Go back to it. Gonna have to get to his hair soon as well. He's got freaky hair. It's like stand-up spiky hair. Hair's always a bitch to do. I mean, obviously, there's certain. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer to this. Certain hairstyles, girls' hairstyles are quite easy when it's long hair, because you just like brush it in and it looks great. But guys' hair is difficult. If it's short, long hair is easier, bizarrely. Well, I find it easier. Cut that back a bit so I can get an insight into where the lines are. This is the stuff that can be difficult on, on paper, a traditional way of doing it. It can be hard to do these kind of things, depending on the result you want out the other end, of course. Yeah, that worked. Wasn't sure if that was going to or not. Again, the other thing that's great about digital is you can do stuff like that and say, is this going to work? Isn't this going to work? I'll give it a go. And of course, if it's no good, you can just Control Z. See here, what I'll do is I'll probably put in another layer, because I don't want to, if it's not the way I want it to go, I can just turn the layer off. So I'm not sure whether I want to do strokes on this. No, I don't think I do. I think what I might do is do like a modelled here. It's almost like it's made up of three-dimensional strands rather than going the usual route that I do with hair, just so that I can pick out the fact that it's standing up. He's really pissed as well, as in upset. And then I think there's a kiss curl on that as well. And there's that great way out you can get from digital. Yeah, that works. So I'll pull that in now. I'm going to go out for a walk after this, actually, because it's lovely sunshine out there. I got an email from a guy called, is it Sergio? I think is hopefully I'm not ruining his name. Asking about Wacom tablets, like the screen that I'm using. If you're out there, if you're watching this, hi. Nice to meet you. Thanks for your email and thanks for the kind words. I would personally, I would always recommend a Wacom tablet. They are the most expensive, there's no doubt about it, but they are fantastic. There are some other models that have reached the market, and they're apparently quite good. So I suppose it depends what you want. I would imagine, I'm guessing here, that they're probably okay for inking and penciling, but probably not as good for, like painting. But I'm so used to having this now. I suggested to him that he could even get like a refurbished one. I think I actually saw one on eBay the other day. And this is great. I mean, there are a few scratches in the screen, only marked tiny ones. And I use felt nibs. They're like a soft nib. Actually, I've got to change this one. And it means that you don't scratch the screen. The first Cintiq I had before this, it had a glass screen, and what happens is, what they did certainly on that model was they had like because you can't scratch glass, presumably you need like diamond or something to scratch glass, but what it had was like I believe it had like a coating on the glass, and the hard nibs that I had that came with it, made scratches on it and made it so that it was difficult to use. And I was very, very disappointed with Wacom. They didn't really want to do anything about that. However, they fixed it with this model, and this model, I think what they did was they put this coating on. I think the coating's something to do with the way that the light comes through the screen, the glass, as against a protector. And I think they turned the glass round so that you don't scratch it anymore. But then on top of that, I found these nibs, which are like a felt nib, and they do wear down quite quickly. Obviously compared to the other nib, they wear down very quickly, but they're definitely worth it. And they've got a really nice feel to them as well. It feels like you're using a brush. It's quite bizarre. Now, this is going far quicker than I thought it would. can get it down to the right size. Sing it, Dale. Guys, let me know if music's too loud. Okay, well, looks like it's worked out all right, actually. Let's save that there. And then I'll do what I always do. I merge all this stuff together. Give it a quick flip. See if anything looks a bit weird. No, it doesn't actually. That's good. Maybe I'm getting better at this. Normally find something a bit odd. That's all right. It's cool. His neck might be a bit off. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Yeah, I found something. I'm happy now. I found something that looks a bit weird. That's better. Good. Just use that line. It's a line that similar to what Jim Lee uses, and it gives just a little bit of texture. So rather than the feathering that I use to give definition, it's just a little bit of interest. It's not always appropriate, but okay. Getting there, getting there. Hi, Zalazar. Thanks very much. I'm currently on my days off and I've managed, this is Wakey, and I've managed to get my second and third issues drafted. Excellent. Now I just need to leave it for a few days, do some edits and have a few people proof. Yeah, yes. Excellent. Yeah, always good to get people to proofread them. Oh, you got Flash back then? That's good. Mario, you don't want your dog running off. I presume that's your dog, Flash. You don't want him running off. Right, what I'm going to do is I got that done really, really quickly, actually, far quicker than I thought. So I'm going to do I'm going to maybe do this figure down here. This is Miss Freedom, and her abilities are teleporting. And I've got this kind of style going on where when she teleports, like it blows her hair out as if it's like in water or something. I've got I'll show you an example. No, not that one. That being page 24. 24. So there she is, like teleporting in, and you can see her hair's all over, like big and fluffy. So I've kind of got that thing going on. She's got this. Her mask is down for this issue. Okay. So she's in silhouette. The only thing that isn't in silhouette, occasionally her gloves, depending on what she's doing, and the star on her chest. Everything else is silhouette. But the baby she's carrying, which is her baby, is not in silhouette. That comes out. So what I'll do is I'll give her, in this particular example, her glove. Actually, no, I won't. I can tuck her glove under there, and then I don't have to worry about showing her glove. Rounded. He's got fluffy hair, the baby. So I'll probably have to go back in there on that hair once I fill in the silhouette. That's wrong. Probably best for me to take that arm out of the silhouette, out of the black, rather than try and draw it and then fill in around it. Again, another luxury of digital artworking. Let's see how that looks. The other thing is, obviously, when you're filling in silhouettes like this, you can't really tell what it's going to look like until the silhouette's gone in. It's a bizarre thing. Until you filled it in. Nope. Got a cracking figure after her baby is Miss Freedom. Okay, yeah, that works. The other thing you've got to remember is things like this is not to overdo them either, which is easy to do. Okay, so I'll pull that back and have a look there. If I just get in a little bit closer for this particular, I'm going to take that out. Oh, baby piggy fingers. No, it's crap. Didn't work at all. Try that instead. I'm back. Don't know what happened there. my boomer connection. There we go. Ooh, that's a bit weird. Share screen is an app, isn't it? So is my application window. There we go. Share. I'm back, Jack. Marv, you love silhouettes. Yeah, something happened. I don't know if you guys are still there. If you're not, oh yeah, you're back. You're there. Thank you for having the patience to stick around. My internet connection has just been weird recently. Very, very annoying. Very annoying, especially when you pay money, good money for it. Right, okay, looks like that's done. What I'll do is, last thing I'll do is I'll put in some Kirby Crackle. And that's actually, for anybody watching this on the replay, it's going to be a bit weird because I'll have just disappeared for a couple of minutes. Yeah. So what it is because this works on pressure, you can have quite a big brush. I'm sure Jack would have seen this as cheating. So there you go. That's that done. Quick look. I think maybe I'll take some out of there. Yeah, that works. Okay. That page is it's coming out pretty good, actually. Quite pleased with that. And the next page, probably what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to ink this page live. I don't think. I'll check in with Jay, see whether he wants me to or not. Because that's like that's the most fun page in the whole of the book. I enjoy drawing that. It's just one big battle. So I may not ink that, and people have to buy the book to see the thing in all its glory. Where Mike Summers will be inking it, will be colouring it up, and he's a great colorist, a great colorist. Yeah, Wakey. Yeah, I would imagine lots of people are having similar problems because the internet is just being used so much now. So bit of an issue. So yeah, that's it for me now. Thanks very much for jumping in and watching me and then staying with me while I lost my connection, which is very kind of you guys. I think I'll probably do some more live streaming on Sunday, actually, late on Sunday, and that'll be hopefully some people from across the pond will be around as well. I know that Salazar was in here. Thank you, Salazar, for jumping in and having a watch, having a look. So yeah, you guys, thanks very much for watching me today. For those of you watching on the replay, thank you very much for sticking with me. If you've got to this point, you can find me at russleach.com, comicbookblackbelt.com, and at my book website, Only Death Can Save Us. There's an email subscription list there. Please do sign up. Please subscribe. If you have already subscribed, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot that people subscribe and take the time to watch and listen to what I'm doing. You can also find me at Instagram at Facebook and Twitter, of course, and stick around on YouTube, and there's plenty of other videos on the way. So thank you very much for joining me in the dojo today, and I'll be back with another video again real soon. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. See ya. Bye.